You never know what to expect. Definitely feel some excitement, and hopefully they feel, on my side, excitement as well.
When you talk about building a culture, or in this case, rebuilding it, what are the most important ingredients to that in your mind?
Yeah, on the culture side, you can have a belief system, right, of the terms of being selfless and trusted and all of that. It ultimately comes down to how we act, right, individually act in the way we believe, but those actions are going to create how other people experience it. And so culture gets driven by actions and how other people experience it.
I know you've been around the building. Have you had a chance to walk the campus yet or not?
I have not. Full disclosure, I have not. Been in that office, grinding, meeting with players, meeting with the team, having events to go to, dinner with Coach Izzo, so I'm anxious to get on campus.
What do you see as the biggest challenge in the next 2 weeks here?
Well, it starts again with this trust, building at this current roster, right? Because it's not only, there's good players here that, yes, we want to keep around, but also that then once you have an idea of what you have, then you can go out and identify on the recruiting needs specifically. Want to dive into the state of Michigan and get around, and we're starting to meet high school coaches. Those are priorities.
I know you sold yourself obviously trying to get this job, but you told us a little bit about that conversation with your players. But what is your message to these student athletes really who've been through a lot over this past season?
Yeah, want to make sure they know how excited I am to do this. In a lot of ways, I chose them. I wanted to be around them and coach them at this special place. And so giving us a chance to do that, again, the response from a lot of the guys, they're excited to get started.
3 years from now, what do you want Michigan State football to look like?
Probably be proud that these guys are developing on and off the field, competing at a high level, having some wins, having guys graduate, creating a program that this community is proud of.
You talked about the Michigan and the rivalry game. What do you know about the Michigan State rivalry?
I know it's passionate. I know it's the biggest game of the year. Excited to be involved, not just in that game, but 365 in regards to talking about it, and energy about it, preparing for it. Special stuff.
Michigan State's kind of like Oregon State in the sense that, there's Michigan down the road here, you had Oregon down the road there. Do you kind of like to have that chip on your shoulder, with usually the other schools, the bigger one?
Yeah, I embrace an approach of having a chip on their shoulder, of work ethic and earning things, blue-collar approach to building a team, competing on the field, so I embrace a lot of that.
What was the best advice you got from Tom Izzo so far?
Oh, I don't know about specific to advice. I do know he was confident in talking about just being ourselves, excited. People are excited about the approach and program building. That's the way he took it, or has done it. And we're going to try to recreate it to an extent.
You mentioned how exciting this is, excitement, but also there's expectations amongst the fan base who's competed at the highest level for quite a long time here. How do you balance that as a head coach?
Yeah, look, you want to have expectations. Yeah, we want to get this place to a spot where Coach D has gotten it, and there's no doubt that's some of the goal, the sustainability, the winning, and all of that. That takes some hard work. There's no sugarcoating it here. We're diving into it from day one. I'm excited about that. And I think people understand there's some serious work to do.
You had dinner with Tom Izzo, but what conversations have you had with Coach D'Antonio about his experience?
Yeah, well, we spoke almost an hour in my office last night. I spoke to him on Saturday on the phone, and he has been great from the start.
Coach Smith, I would imagine as a kid, you had dreams of one day playing in the Rose Bowl at Pasadena. Does this school, this opportunity, get you closer to that dream?
Well, there's no question that'd be a dream to be a part of that game, going to games. I think growing up, I went to 7, 8 of them, in the Rose Parade before and the whole thing. And so that place is always a special and a dream goal to get to.
And you've coached at Spartan Stadium before, but what did you think the other day when you walked in, there was snow on the field and everything at Spartan Stadium?
Yeah, it was special, man. You go into that, what an atmosphere. I did experience the atmosphere, I think it was 2012. But walking in there now, knowing that I'll be on the other sideline, continued my excitement.
Was this a hard sell to your family to come here?
No, not at all. I mean, look, I got younger kids, it's unsettling, moving and all of that, but I think we were upfront and honest in the approach and why we're kind of thinking about this, and so it wasn't terribly different.
What do you think the reception was with some of the players when you talked to them yesterday? What was the feedback?
I got a few guys just talking about authentic, trying to speak real and where we're current landscape we're at, the season that just took place. I'm just getting here, never met me, never like someone I spoke to on, never been in their homes, and so I felt like the response was some belief in that I was being authentic to the situation.
What's one word you want to give to some of these recruits out here?
Say it one more time.
What kind of word with assurance you want to give to recruits out here that you may think you've got the right one, but until you talk to me, give me a shot.
Yeah, I think the recruits in general, definitely the message that I'm excited and I'm confident in this approach at this place, and you can do some special things around here.
Jonathan, big picture, what do you want your recruiting strategy to look like in terms of the areas you want to hit and the types of players that you want to bring in?
Yeah, on the recruiting strategy, I think the best, and just as anywhere, but best way is to hop in a car and be able to be 3-4 hour radius, and there is a bunch of football. I know this in the next 3-4 hours, hopping into a car. Now, the landscape in college football has changes, and the world in ways has shrunk, and so I'm not saying that we're going to be exclusive to that, but we want to build a foundation from that.
Have you talked to Harlan Burnett?
Yes, I have. I talked to him yesterday for about an hour. Awesome conversation. You talk about a good man that loves this place. So yeah, I enjoyed talking to him for.
What did you guys talk about?
The program itself, opportunities moving forward, kind of what his thoughts are on things, where I'm on things. Again, we talked about hiring is going to be a process that's going to take a little bit of time. Not going to be just quick fix mentality on that. But my impressions were in the hour. That guy is a good man.
Do you see him having a decision?
Again, no decisions made on that, and we didn't get there. We do plan on talking again.
Coach,
You intend to talk
congratulations,
to
first
all?
of all. Given what happened with Mel Tucker's last year and the instability in this program and the athletic department in a larger respect in the last few years, just looking at your role here in bringing stability and setting a new course but stabilizing things, I'm just curious how, not to get you to comment on what's happened, but how you see your role in that regard, helping this university heal, for lack of a better way to say it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to that with your asset. I feel being here, the approach we're going to take, I think it's going to be a really good thing for Michigan State.
With you got about